All right, this is both a labor of work, and it's total pleasure for me now because we talked to my favorite dude in all of music, Corey Taylor. Corey, welcome, man.
Thank you for having me, sir. How's everything going today?
I'm extremely excited to talk to you about a lot of things. We definitely need to make sure that we let everybody know that out now, A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to Heaven, the new Corey Taylor book, adding to already writer, musician, entrepreneur, fashion model. Now you're double-time author. Did you think you'd be writing another book?
No, not really. I mean, I didn't think I'd get away with the first one, to be honest. But I mean, it's cool. I mean, I love writing. I've always loved writing, and just the fact that I got to write the first one and now a second one. I mean, I'm licking the frosting on the cake right now, dude. It's pretty sweet.
Well, Seven Deadly Sins was such a great take, a look inside what goes on in your mind, and this new book is similar, but it definitely takes you in a different direction. First of all, I love the way this book is situated. I love the feel of the cover, and man, I got an English degree. I was done reading once I got out of college. I didn't want to read another thing, but your books have made me want to read again, man. So thanks for that.
Oh, thanks for that. That's awesome, man. I appreciate that.
But it's this book talks a lot about supernatural, about stuff that obviously finds its way into your music as well. But tell me what made you sort of focus on that for this book.
I mean, the thing I loved about the first book was the format of it. I mean, it's one of the reasons why I wanted to do something different anyway. It was because so many books these days are just tell-alls, and there's no, I mean, unless you're really into that, I didn't want to follow suit. I wanted to do something different, and that's kind of what I wanted to do with Seven Deadly Sins, was be able to tell a bunch of stories, but at the same time, talk about a topic, get a conversation going, and I wanted to do that with this book as well, and I kind of sat back and I was like, I've got all of these experiences in all of these different places, and I'm not satisfied with any of the answers I'm getting from anywhere else. So, maybe I can sit down and maybe, kind of put my mind to rest by figuring it out from a different point of view, from a scientific point of view, and that's what got me excited about writing this book. So,
mission accomplished. I mean, the thing I find most amazing about your art in whatever form it comes out is that you're able to appropriately is a bad choice of words, to partition it in different places. So your Slipknot music is best suited for Slipknot. Your Stone Sour stuff is best, and then of course this writing just has its own life of its own. Is that something that comes natural for you? Or do you have to kind of figure out, you get these ideas and figure out where to place them?
No, it's pretty instinctual, to be honest. I mean, it's one of those things that I learned a long time ago. If I try to force something, it comes off forced. It comes off kind of secondhand or second rate. So I usually just kind of let the inspiration come to me, and my mind knows where it falls as far as like if it's a Slipknot piece or a Stone Sour piece, or if it's just something that I haven't even created yet. So it's good that I've kind of got that immediate instinctual vibe that something is going to be something else, so I don't have to wrestle with trying to figure out where to find its place in it. Is
this something too that the new book, A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to Heaven, Corey Taylor's with us? Is this something that you can channel outside of the venues you've already had? You've got music, you've got comics, you've got the book, you've got videos. What else have you not sunk your teeth into yet that you think might be an outlet for you?
It's a good question. I mean, I want to. Me and Clown started LBF a long time ago,
right.
Living Breathing Films, and we're working on getting the first couple of projects up and running. So there's that kind of on the horizon. I want to write a movie. I would love to write a movie. I want to write a novel. Maybe write a novel first and then adapt it to a script for a movie. I don't want to be. I don't want to be a movie star or anything, but I want to be in one movie where I just kind of walk through in the background, and you don't really know it's me.
Right.
Like I've been trying to be a dead body on NCIS for years now.
Right.
And it's just something I want to do. I mean, I don't need to be the star. I just want to be the dude in the background where everybody go, do you remember when Corey was in that episode of NCIS? Like, that's my dream. How sad is that?
Well, I'm with you because, they shoot The Walking Dead outside of Atlanta. I'm trying really hard to squeeze back of the shot zombie roll into that thing. Maybe I'll try to team up for us, try to get us both in there.
There you go. We'll go tandem. It'll be great, man. They can't fight us in stereo, man.
I love that action. Tell me, House of Golden Bones 1 and 2, epic. I am of the era where Mindcrime was Operation Mindcrime was a big deal. I know that's not in some ways in any way what House of Golden Bones is, but tell me about having put together now those two pieces of work. How satisfied are you with the results that you've gotten, the reaction that you've gotten from those two bodies?
I am very, very ecstatic. Soup to nuts. The ideas for this project started 2 years ago, essentially.
Wow.
And it was a long road. It was a lot of work. It was a lot of stress in a lot of ways because the record label for the most part were scared to death to put this out. They really were. And it all comes down to belief and confidence. And we were so confident about the music. We're so confident about the story. So confident about the artwork. So confident about all of these different little things that just made this above and beyond better than anything that we had ever done and anything that was out there. That it really paid when it did pay off. It just made our day, man. We ended up on so many top 5 lists for 2013.
Absolutely.
Everybody just blowing up. It was really cool, and it felt good. Not only for me, but for the rest of the band to know that we had, done this massive project and that people really, really dug it.
It's just, it's some exceptional work. And I just, every day it's a new song between, when the first record came out and part 2. And, and right now, 82 is a song I can't get out of my head. Is anything autobiographical there in that song?
Oh, well, yeah. There's a little bit of me in that story to begin with.
Good.
But, that was a heavy duty year for me. So, yeah, it's pretty weird.
Well, I just, I encourage anybody to get anything you put out because there's always something compelling in it. A funny thing happened on the way to heaven, the new book. Before we let you go, I know you got to jump. You're a Colts fan. I know Josh is a big Falcons fan. How do you manage football season in the band?
Basically, we just try to find the closest place who has the game on, basically. And I stay away from Josh Rand when the Falcons are losing.
I understand
that way because he is a madman when that happens.
So you can manage your Colts love, but he can't handle the Falcons up and down.
Sure, Well, and I guess I've kind of got the benefit now because I got my love split between the Colts and the Broncos.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
So I my passions are divided.
What?
He is so hardcore Falcons that, like, dude, when they're down, I leave the building. Like, I'm not going to be anywhere near him because I've seen him. Dude, I've seen him break Xbox controllers because the video game beat him. All right? That's the kind of passion we're talking about. He is a freak. Everyone avoid Josh Rand.
I think we have found out something that scares Corey Taylor right here on this interview. It's been
Josh Rand, yeah. When he's on a tangent, go, dude, run.
Well, I hope we can catch up with you during football season, talk a little sports, but make sure you run and get this. A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to Heaven. It's a fantastic book. Again, I don't even like to read. And I dug this, so if that's not an endorsement, I don't know what is. Corey Taylor, never enough time with you. Hope to catch up with you again soon, man. Thanks so much.
Sounds good, man. No worries. Thank you.